Did we just see the last straw in one of the most disastrous love triangles in hip-hop history? Or was it a live proposal on national television? Because Papoose was out here giving away rings as the BET Awards were giving out awards. Yes, you heard correctly. Papoose proposed to Claressa Shields in the midst of the BET Awards broadcast, not backstage or in a secret room, but right there in the spotlight. On live television, Remy Ma broke down in tears as the audience gasped and the cameras shook. It's not a rumor. It's not a tweet. This fans are calling this the most rude stunt since Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, since it was a red carpet romance that evolved into a broadcast betrayal. How long has this been simmering, though? Claressa was either the rebound or the replacement, all along. And did a standing ovation and a camera cut actually reveal the truth to Remy Ma at the same moment as the rest of us? Because it was more than simply a disaster. It was broadcast, brutal, and surgical. To prove it, we have the video, the fallout, the fictitious insiders, and the tears. Additionally, what you're about to hear may cancel the whole legacy of someone. Let's turn the tape back. 5 years before To the Ring, not just 5 minutes before, Remy Ma and Papoose were still the quintessential black love pair. Endured allegations of cheating, prison bids, job setbacks, you name it. They were referred to be unbreakable, a blueprint, and a love that was meant to withstand everything up until this point. Since at the 2025 BET Awards, Papoose stood next to a woman who wasn't Remy Ma and proposed to her in front of millions of people, A-list celebs, and live cameras. The woman in question is a 2-time Olympic. Claressa Shields is the champion, and the scene is dramatic. Backstage, he didn't merely whisper it. He didn't even hold off till the show was over. It took place in the midst of a memorial section. Following Claressa's recognition for her achievements to both sports excellence and women's emancipation, with a box in his pocket, a microphone in hand, and a composed expression on his face, Papoose unexpectedly left. He glanced at her and remarked, "This ain't no stunt." He turned to face the crowd. He then uttered the 12 words that broke some people's hearts and warmed others. "You've given me tranquility. Are you going to wed me now, here?" And Claressa, 1,000 times yes, gasped, covered her lips and giggled before responding, "Absolutely." A standing ovation of cue. The Queen Latifah is seen clapping as the camera pans. Siza wipes her eyes as Usher nods. Where was Remy Ma, though? Yes, she was present. The second row was where she was. And there was glassy-eyed quiet when the camera panned to her face. She did not give a clap. She didn't flinch. With mascara streaming down her cheek, she rose, grabbed her silver clutch, and left the aisle. It was live to the audience. Too slowly, the cameraman cut away. Additionally, tweets had already been made by the time Remy arrived at the rear of the auditorium. "No, Remy Ma. A face that is sobbing loudly. A face that is sobbing loudly. A face that is sobbing loudly." She went out. This isn't a show, folks. This is past. The hashtags became popular in a matter of minutes. Bet proposal. Remy walked out of the structure. Claressa received the ring. But hold on, let's not act as though this was unexpected. It was a slow-dripping betrayal encased in champagne flutes and red carpets. Since if you'll notice the indications if you go back, way back. Do you recall Claressa's cordial interviews in which she often referred to Papoose as her musical mentor and brother? Or the enigmatic training camp in New Jersey that she spent months posting about? It just so happened that Papoose's second property was within walking distance. Is it a coincidence? Try to hide. Already, industry insiders have been speculating for months that something was simmering in the background, particularly after Papoose and Remy began to show up together less frequently. No more combined press appearances, no more breakfast selfies, no more anniversary posts. Not at all. And people assumed it was just business when Papoose abruptly took over Claressa's singing career. However, yesterday night demonstrated that it was personal from the start. Because there was no new love energy in the closeness of that proposal. That was the impetus behind what we've been doing off camera for a while. Let's discuss logistics. How? How come BET producers allowed time for a man to plan a public appearance during a national awards program without any leaks, rehearsals, or alerts? That's right. Since BET was aware that this was organized, packaged, and scheduled for primetime treachery, several employees who wished to remain nameless notified false news websites. 3 days in advance, Papoose asked for a wireless microphone and lighting cues. That isn't impulsive. That makes the Remy Ma walk out even more frigid because, according to another source, we had to cut 2 performances just to make time for his moment. It was all pre-approved. She was sitting right in the middle of it, and she didn't even realize it was coming. Popcorn and commercial breaks were used as psychological weapons. This is when the darkness begins. Claressa shared a picture on Instagram as the event came to a conclusion and admirers flooded the platform. Papoose and her. The ring hand is up. Caption: There is no need for a warning when it is real. Ring. Let's say that again. There's no need to warn. A bomb, a bar, and a dig. Everything above. The internet took off. Commenters let out a cry. It's unbelievable how disrespectful they are. Remy was due for a phone conversation. At least Papoose used lighting to transform BET into Jerry Springer. The Claressa defenders, on the other hand, were hype. This has been anticipated. She was glowing. The ghost belonged to Remy. Claressa didn't take anything from anyone. She simply arrived when someone was dropped off. It's not a rebound. It's a substitute. The memes are also vicious. In one, a bet program schedule was used as Remy's opponent while she held the microphone during her rap battle days. A split screen was an additional one. Claressa was gleaming, with the ring on one side. "This ain't worth the press powder," said the other Remy as he left. But there are a lot of legitimate questions as this all unfolds online. Is this a genuine proposal? Do they have a formal engagement? Or was this diamond-adorned performance art? Where will Remy Ma go next? Musically, publicly, and emotionally. This isn't just a couple drama. That much is certain. This is the end of a legendary hip-hop relationship, a cultural revolution, and a public relations assassination. Additionally, we still have 2 more pieces to uncover due to backstage audio, leaked BET film, and even an enigmatic text thread. This controversy is set to reach DEFCON 1 because to Remy's purported relative. Did you find the proposal outrageous? Hold on until you hear what was captured on camera backstage with Mike. Bet workers began murmuring about what went on backstage, just minutes after Claressa's sparkling yes went viral, and Ray's walkout became the year's most popular meme. So if you thought the BET Awards proposal was the height of pandemonium, you might want to take a seat. And the leaks appeared quickly. Within hours, a shaky hand video taken behind the stage curtains became popular on TikTok. No polish, no filter. In the background, BT handlers, producers, and a few Starruck interns surround Papoose and Claressa as they embrace tightly. However, the audio is extremely clear, with one voice purportedly that of Remy Ma shouting off camera, "Oh, now it's a show! You think this gotten cute for y'all?" The 17-second video made it seem like the internet held its breath for the whole duration. The comments came pouring in. "That's Remy. That's Remy. Her voice is that. Definitely. When it went down, she was there. This is becoming a season of power, bro." BT attempted to clean up the video. "You all know the internet, but TikTok took it down twice. It will never be returned to the vault once it is out." The second bombshell followed. An unidentified BET sound technician that earlier day, while Claressa was in glam and Papoose was practicing his proposal sequence, Remy Ma unexpectedly appeared in the backstage hallway and got into a heated argument with one of Papoose's helpers. "She wasn't supposed to be near that area," the source wrote. Security allowed her entry because she's Remy Ma, but she was pacing heatedly as if she knew something was wrong. We observed her examining the teleprompter as she read the cue line. After Claressa's segment concluded, "Cue Mick for Papoose," they continued. After that, she simply vanished into the crowd. Let that sink in. Remy supposedly learned about the proposal cue before to its execution. Therefore, it wasn't shocking when she left the show. It was a tactic. She wanted us to see her walk out. That was her, a veteran of the industry tweeted. Statement, followed by the Instagram meltdown, where phony images of Ray's private fanina at offbeat Remy began to circulate. These screenshots were plainly made up, demonstrating her resharing dubious sayings such as, "No ring formed against me shall prosper." I maintained my dignity even though she received the diamond, and the coldest of all is that it's only betrayal when you least expect it. Allegiance. Did the fans believe it? Definitely. Speaking of fans, they went into detective mode. Was the account even hers? Probably not. In an attempt to uncover the clues, people started analyzing the entire Papoose-Claressa chronology. One fan thread went popular for pointing this out. In early 2024, Claressa and Papoose began working out at the same Brooklyn private boxing club. By the middle of 2024, Claressa had him in a fitness meets music TikTok, performing pad drills. Then came the notorious fans finally noticed that Claressa had been wearing a gold chain inscribed with Pap since December 2024, during their first freestyle together, in which Papoose gazed at her as if she were the only woman in the world. And guess what? Since that same month, Remy had disappeared from all public appearances. People were now wondering if this was a fair turn relationship that was taking place right in front of them. An ex-BET producer tweeted something about it. Bet actually handed her Remy's crown and challenged her to drop it, making it even more terrifying. Let's face it, Claressa wasn't just celebrated last night, she was crowned. "I told y'all that man been gone," Ra Ali stated on Instagram Live, adding that Ray's peers had something to say as well. Simply put, none of you wanted to see it. Joe Budden, meantime, made a hint about his podcast. This whole situation smelled like a reality show, a documentary, or a rollout. Something is coming. Then, late that night, a Clips TV subscription teaser appeared, purportedly promoting a new documentary series called Unboxed, the proposal that rocked hip-hop, and narrated by, you guessed it, Papoose. The proposal was no longer made on stage for love alone. "People see the ring, but they don't know the road," he says in the teaser. "They assume that I turn my back, but sometimes letting go means moving forward. Not many." And among all of this, confusion. What was Claressa doing? Tweeting a single emoji, posting pictures of her ring, and drinking wine while wearing a silk robe. Crown. Just a crown, no shadow, no words, and it was well received by fans. The internet, however, was split. Team Claressa made up half. She was rewarded this. Remy was shot. Papoose appears to be happier. For a period, growth can occasionally be accompanied by scandal, and half were enraged. Remy worked on the man for years. This isn't love. This assassination is public. Claressa will soon learn the truth. Karma. Avoid missing it. Charlemagne even offered his thoughts on The Breakfast Club. Papoose suggests placing a wager. That's either the most disrespectful split in history or genius-level influence. History of live television. Then the last twist appeared. According to a voice memo purportedly obtained from a BET Green Room conversation, Papoose said, "I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. I only needed the world to understand that I had achieved peace." But who leaked that audio? Supporters believe it was a member of Claressa's team. 1. The tweet went viral. Her group is barbaric. Clips akin to Marvel teasers are being released. What comes next? This great scandal is 2 parts deep, and it's It's obvious that this wasn't impulsive. A BET insider has hinted at another unreleased clip and what it purports to depict. So this wasn't innocent, and it might not be over. Remy Ma addressing Claressa in the hotel lobby following the performance. We're discussing broken shoes, cameras, and potential security. And it will follow. When the BET Remy Ma stopped crying as the award ceremony came to a close and everyone returned to their 5-star rooms, she was raging. Things moved from being emotional to being explosive at that point. A hotel leak, a video, of a lobby surveillance was posted on blogs less than 24 hours afterward. Grainy, time-stamped, and purportedly shot in the foyer of the Waldorf Astoria in Los Angeles, the video depicts two ladies yelling at each other. One in a shimmering green gown is quite the other, wearing a satin shawl and silver heels, resembled Claressa's bet look. Remy's security is seen attempting to separate them. You don't have to hear every word, but you can't. One day, Remy tears off her shoe. As if to challenge her to swing, Claressa leans forward. A scream is heard. Not in this place. Cameras. The clip then ends, and it was sufficient. Social media became a firestorm. Raya's face is sobbing loudly. A face that is sobbing loudly. A face that is sobbing loudly. She extracted the Bronx. Claressa doesn't bat an eye. This is what she built for, what security appeared to be. They were unsure of whom to defend. However, that isn't even the most outrageous aspect. According to someone close to hotel employees, Remy attempted to speak with Claressa face-to-face in the lobby after learning that she was only staying, for Papoose's suite is 2 levels below this. According to the same source, she responded, "I don't care how famous you are. You don't replace me like this." Claressa's team had to call for private protection as officials escorted Remy out of the building. The after-party for BET was canceled. Fans knew, but BET's representative said it was because of safety concerns. Better. No one desired another Solange and Jay-Z elevator scene. The rumors of a cease and desist then surfaced. 2 unnamed insiders claimed that read utterly phony, yet convincing. Remy may face legal action from Claressa's camp for harassment and slander, particularly if any video reveals physical contact or threats. A legal blog that sounds hot but isn't warned that given her parole history and past crimes. Remy Ma may face numerous legal issues if the lobby footage is licensed and made public. What began as a widely shared idea abruptly turned into a potential legal circus. But hold on, it gets messier. During a live stream, Remy's former publicist, who was again all made up for the script, dropped this juicy comment. She answered, "Nah, I want to talk to her woman to woman." That isn't a response, even if I pleaded with her to be quiet after the proposal. It's a warpath. Claressa, meanwhile, did not recoil. She went live on Instagram for 5 minutes after sharing a mirror photo from her hotel room with the message, "Grace under pressure, nail polish." Remained silent. Just have a glass of wine and let the ring sparkle on camera. Quiet shadow. The fans, however, were noisy. They divided into 2 distinct groups. She created Papoose for Team Remy. When no one knew the man's identity, she carried him. You don't leave a woman like this. This is humiliation on steroids. Marrying the side chick and cheating at the same time is not acceptable. Claressa's team. It was Remy's turn. Claressa brought harmony. There was nothing that she stole. She was selected. It's energizing mature women. In the meanwhile, Papoose wrote, "Nothing, no follow-up post, no story, not a word," and that silence spoke volumes. Then, an unexpected turn of events occurred. An enigmatic account purporting to be Claressa's relative shared, "You don't know the half," said a tweet. That ring was paid for since December. People lost it. December was months in the planning stages. Remy continued to publish anniversary photos in January, indicating that Claressa Ben Wifey was involved. The episode was delayed, but despite fans were fighting, some companies began to distance themselves from Remy, a perfume promotion with her name subtly halted, and a reported Netflix agreement for a rap series was put on hold. According to one PR executive, brands become anxious when the public perceives you as the aggressor, regardless of how hurt you are, particularly when there is video involved. Claressa is receiving calls from fashion in the meantime, labels and media outlets overnight. She reportedly had proposals from a late-night guest appearance on Jimmy Kimmel, a digital cover for Vogue that focused on strength and gentleness, and a boxing lifestyle documentary with Amazon Prime. The instant glow-up, but at its core, this is about betrayal, public suffering, and private choices being broadcast for millions of people to see. Fans are also asking if this is a well-planned revenge, plot or true love, and if it is, why did it require a microphone in stage? Because it was dramatic. Sure, it went viral, and it seemed like a scene from a BET movie was brought to life, but Remy Ma is watching from a penthouse in New Jersey. In real time, her reputation and possibly her entire legacy are being rebuilt, and she hasn't yet made an official statement, gone live on Instagram, or distracted. What's next for Ray? According to sources, she has been in the studio, she has canceled 2 appearances to focus on personal projects, and something is coming. If there's one thing Ray has always done, it's fire back. Will Remy release a song that kills careers? Will Claressa and Papoose have a romantic wedding? Or will this become the hip-hop equivalent of a royal divorce? This triptych of love, grief, and spotlight isn't finished yet. So was that only a proposal? All we know is that BT may have broadcast a show, but what we saw was a takeover. Or, to put it bluntly, did we all just watch the death of one era and the beginning of another live on stage with a bet logo and flashing lights? When a man like It's Not Simply Romance, it's a proclamation and a rebranding when Papoose Niels declares Claressa Shields the woman of my future and presents her with a ring in front of the entire business. The question is, did Claressa win because she loved harder or what? For Remy Ma, it was a public erasure with no warnings or soft exit, just replaced. This wasn't simply about love, despite all the glitz, speeches, and shade. Did Remy lose because she was wiser at the game? Or was she never really playing by the same rules? Now it's your turn to talk. Ring, do you believe Papoose actually moved on? Or was this proposal a spiteful stunt? It was about power, status, and public opinion. Loudly sobbing face, camera with flash, and most importantly, would you have swung first in the hotel lobby or walked out like her? Did Remy Ma deserve better, or did she see it coming all along? We're reading everything, so please share your thoughts in the comments. If your jaw drops, even once while watching this video, smack for more. Click the like button and subscribe. Hit that notification and drank that explosive tea. Ring to ensure you don't miss the upcoming public breakdown. Treachery behind the scenes or front row controversy. Because, sweetheart, in this area, we never spill tea. Timelines are flooded by us. Head of speech, this has been yet another The Star Chaser truth bomb. Capture in the upcoming firestorm.